episode 2 of
Martinis and Movies.
Oh. You've got Kelly here, and then my beautiful friends, Amy and Claire.
Oh, as friends. At least my beautiful friend Amy.
Beautiful friend Amy.
She's
got
two
beautiful friends. Claire came.
And then Claire's here.
So tonight we are doing F9.
F9.
Which, if you don't know, is Fast and the Furious 9.
You don't need to watch the other 8 to watch number 9.
Yeah.
You really don't.
So we're doing F9,
We
and
sure are.
we are halfway through. If you joined us last week, you know that we watch half the movie, come on, talk about what we think is going on right now, or what we know is going on right now,
Yeah.
and what we think is going to happen towards the end.
There's some things happening in this movie that's not physically possible.
They're an awful shot. Nobody dies. Who has flying cars? I'm pretty sure there's aliens. I'm confused.
It is very confusing. So, if you're a Fast and the Furious fan, you know that this is obviously F9, being number 9, but technically it's number 10.
Get out.
Yeah, it is. Number 10.
So
So
why
there's been
F9?
10 of them. I'm not sure because really the 9th one was that Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but it's still part of the franchise,
part of the-
which makes this one the 10th.
right.
Even though they called it F9, but it is the 20th year of Fast and the Furious because
coming
the
out.
first one came out in 2001, and here we are in 2021. So it's 20 years of Fast and the Furious. So if you're trying to keep up, it's very hard because in 20 years, there's a lot of crap that goes
going
on.
on. I think the first mission that they went on lasted for 20 minutes of them in the jungle just being shot at, and I mean it was exciting, it was fun, it's fun to watch, but then if you don't take things too seriously, like a car really can't jump off a cliff and get picked up by an airplane and fly away.
That's what I've heard.
I mean I don't know much about cars though.
I mean,
So-
Claire's a terrible driver, so
I'm a
she can tell
phenomenal
you that if you hit a curve, your hubcap falls off.
Or a Sonic
Or
drive-through.
a Sonic drive-through. Your
Yeah.
mirror gets knocked off.
These are fine. Things that I don't like. Filters. So many filters in this
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Their faces are alien-like.
Yeah,
And,
everything on,
Yeah.
if you
Like Vin
what's his
Diesel's
name? Vin
face.
Diesel. His face has no wrinkles.
There's
Not
none.
his bald head
Like you
is
can't.
smooth.
Like little eyes. All I can see are his little
Yeah.
eyes the whole time.
But
What else
it's
don't I
very
like?
filtered.
Yeah, super filtered. Like we were talking about that because obviously it has been 20 years since the first one, and they look the same as they did in the first movie. Which, I mean, I know they're celebrities, but Botox isn't that amazing. Like there's just
No,
way.
I get it all the time.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not a miracle worker on some of these people, but there's that, and then there's just we were talking about how we don't know everybody's name, and it's really sad.
Yeah, you're 10 movies in. We're still going. Like,
We don't
okay,
know.
you know there's Dawn,
Right.
and then you
Letty.
start naming them by their
I'm pretty
real
sure there's a
names.
Jacob.
Oh, that's John Cena. Now you see me. Now you don't.
No, you don't.
I don't know. I still haven't seen him in the movie because
You can't see him.
can't see him.
But then there's it's John Cena.
Well, I mean, I know who that is.
Okay. But then after that, you're just like, oh well, it's Tyrese.
Like Ludacris.
And
I
then
still don't know
Ludacris.
Ludacris. I'm like, hey,
Taj.
there's
It's
Taj.
Yeah, Taj.
Oh.
You got another hour. and
Probably have
15
some
minutes
shooting.
left.
Do you think anybody will die?
Oh.
Because so far, there's no blood.
Well, it was very interesting because at one point one of the characters acknowledges
That they
how
don't die.
silly it is that they just did this huge heist and they do all these things and
Car
nobody
fell on him.
dies.
On him.
Car fell on
Like,
him.
on him. And he was like, no big deal.
They were like, how are you not dead?
He's
He's like,
like,
I don't know, man. And then
Because that's when we were like, they're aliens.
yeah, there's
Oh,
no
they're
way.
aliens.
And
Oh, they're
he
aliens.
is going through the rest of this movie thinking that he is invincible. Because he had a coat. He was like, look, there's bullet holes.
He might
I
die.
should be dead.
Yeah. do
He
you
might
think
die.
someone might die?
Oh, for sure they have to die. Somebody has to die.
Somebody has to.
Probably
die.
John Cena, huh? No.
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 I don't that would be really great for him and Dom to
In F9, F10.
to like build back their relationship, and then he dies at the end. That's kind of tragic.
Well, he ripped his cross
in a
off.
great way.
And then there's tears.
That's how you know they're brothers, because they both have the same cross.
And
There's
their
a couple
last
other ones there,
both
too.
name is Toretto, and you
Well,
also
yeah,
know-
there's that.
Yeah,
There's
Churro?
that too.
Churro.
But
and they have the same dad. Also, makes them
also
brothers.
that.
But also they wear the same cross.
They
which
do have the
definitely
same
makes them
cross.
brothers.
Well, that's the whole reason Dom goes on the mission, is because he sees
He
the
sees
snap
the
of the cross in like a transmission.
I
that
think
they
I
got.
said former. I think
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
so he was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm out of that life. And then he rewatched that transmission and he saw his
Yeah.
brother's cross. And he's like, oh man.
Yeah, whose kid is that?
It's his
Dom's.
kids.
Well, where's the wife?
She
got
died.
died. She got died.
She got died.
She got
She got died. She died in the last movie.
In the last one?
Yeah. And
No, that's Hobbs and Shaw was the last
Hobbs
one.
and Shaw, but in the last Fast and Furious movie. So in the Fate of the Eight.
Oh yeah.
Which is great.
Fate of the Furious. That's it.
It's still hard to keep up, and it's so weird because by now, like any other movie, if you're on
Yeah.
like 2, 3, 4, you're so invested in who these characters are and what they're doing. And at this point, I'm like, I don't even remember your name.
My favorite part is when Dom's sister comes back. Mia is her name. And Kelly goes, wait, I thought his baby mama was dead. And I'm like, that is his sister. I do remember that from the first
So
movie.
it's not his girlfriend.
That was a good
Yeah.
conversation.
My favorite part is when Cardi B was part of the gun.
Oh,
Cardi B's in this!
Thank you. Yeah, let's
Should
bring
we-
up this topic.
I don't know. Should we have
No, no.
For us,
Oh,
yeah.
should we put a pin in
Yeah.
that? She
No,
should
no,
come
no.
back, right?
No,
Yeah.
so we paused it when Cardi B
Shows up.
Just shows up, and
She's
so
like-
None of us knew she was even in
No.
the movie. They were undercover at a party that we were all like,
My
there's
priorities
nothing
are
but
different.
50 women at this party. It sounds
terrible party.
There's no men.
Unless you're Claire.
Unless you're Claire.
That party
then
looks
you're
nice.
excited. And then Dom's brother has him arrested, and the cops were all Cardi B and her.
I just don't know why I
Her-
Which sounds weird, but for us that was like the best part because
Yeah,
we're like,
there's
it's Cardi B.
She's like, obviously I rescued you, obviously.
Yes,
I
and
am a good actor. Listen to me.
I will 100%. And she came up with a gun out of nowhere. I'm like,
It
none
was
of
his.
this.
That was the one.
It was his.
Yeah, and so she said,
Thank God, because I was very
"Yeah,
confused.
you might need this." So we're gonna go finish
Back.
it, and then we'll be back here, and
Yeah.
we'll tell you
Tell
what
you
we
how it,
think.
yeah, tell her how it goes.
Okay,
Welcome back.
we're back from finishing F9.
F that.
So,
Am I right?
What an adventure.
we don't even know
What we just watched.
or saw or
Sneak peek, space,
what was it about?
Magnets.
I don't know.
keys.
There was a key. Yeah, it was just.
But what was the key? Like, we never figured out what the key did. Maybe we
So,
weren't paying
some-
attention. Maybe we had too many of these.
No,
Wait,
never.
I don't.
No.
There's big gaps in this story, which, again, when you walk into a Fast and Furious movie, you kind of know what you're there. You're for the action scenes and everything. The story's not really that important, but I just was very confused. Also, I don't think they know how magnets work. Magnets are a huge plot device in this, and
They were
don't.
a crucial key in the plot of this movie. Are magnets.
But
Why?
Like,
just
so
don't even know
there's at
why.
least 45 minutes worth of magnets,
of
right?
magnets.
Yes.
Right?
But it's like the magnets only magnetized and brought certain metals to them. So they would be driving down the road and they're like, oh, I'm turning on a magnet and only 2 cars are going to come to me. But then I just don't even know. Like, it's just, it just really bothers me.
It's like most movies, even when they're action movies or horror movies or whatever, there's always some sort of like love sequence that kind of, you know, brings
Yeah.
the chicks in or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
There was
there
no
wasn't
love.
even that.
Well, they had like the brother storyline, I guess. Like,
Bro love.
Okay.
but it only was like for, I don't know,
What does
10
that
minutes
count?
total in a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert, nobody died. Right?
Yeah, no one died.
No one died.
No.
No. They didn't say, they like, we're invincible, and then they really are. No
Yeah.
blood.
Oh.
Well, that one little blood.
Whoa.
Wait, pause.
Wait, they go to space.
They go to space.
They get
I
in
heard
a
they
car.
went to space, but I always thought that was like
joke.
funny joke, rumor.
No, they
Go
took
to space.
Tyrese and Ludacris and they put them in a
Is
car.
that their names?
They're
That's
ones.
their real names. Roman and Taj.
Tosh.
In a car.
Singer?
Yeah, Ludacris.
Yes,
Yeah,
Ludacris.
Like, is that the what's my motherfucking name?
No, that would be.
Oh, that's
No, he's move, bitch. Get out the way.
Get
Yeah.
out the way. So close.
So close. Tyrese also had a
What was
singing
that?
career in the early 2000s.
Wow.
too.
Oh, I love Tyrese as a singer, but didn't he also have a talk show or something like that for a hot
No,
second?
that's Tyra Banks.
No, I swear. I swear. Tyrese.
I think he did. Like
Really?
he was a host on stuff.
That person's tweet isn't responding.
Alexa's all up in our business right now. Going back to the movie though,
That's crazy.
Taj and Roman got in a car and they put them on top of a plane
And they were wearing scuba gear.
because they couldn't find astronaut suits.
But don't worry about it. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Totally
Science.
the same. And then they
Science.
flew to space, released
to space.
flames on the side of my face. And then they undid the magnet because there's magnets everywhere, and then the car floated off and ran into a satellite. And no, it's
No, I
not
just
wrong.
no. I just didn't know what this was.
Oh,
Well,
flames.
Wait, are you doing John Cena Now You See Me Don't? Or are you doing
And I'm like, what you guys
flames
On the side of my face.
That one.
That's from Clue.
Oh, I was right.
Oh, that's what we were. That's what
You
we
did
were-
it. Good job.
Anyways,
I said it's from Clue.
It was from Clue.
space.
So-
So space.
They went to space.
And then there's another fight down below. The wizards got involved, or the aliens. The drone.
The drone. I was like, wait, I did take
like,
a bathroom
holy
break,
crap,
so maybe
I
I missed
missed
the
the whole
wizards.
part.
And the aliens.
Okay. I say one thing.
I mean, it could
Okay.
have happened that
But
way.
it could have. But an interesting fact that we just found out is that when they were pitching this movie, they wanted to combine it with the Jurassic World.
I would boycott it. That's too much.
So much.
That's so much.
That's so
And
much.
it
It's
would be,
already so much. Like the whole movie.
Yeah, like we can't
and then
have
you put dinosaurs in
dinosaurs in
space.
space and they're wearing magnets. Like we can't.
Although I
What?
will say this, I would pay to see Vin Diesel punch a dinosaur in the face because you know that would be it. That would be the big part of the trailer.
Well, and then after watching this between John Cena and Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez, all of them, they do all these crazy things, and not one person hurts
No
an
scratch.
ass, breaks an arm, breaks away.
The car
they
blew up.
land on things.
No face on fire.
No,
Not like
yeah.
one.
And the only person who had the scratch was
Han.
Han.
But
I
he
didn't see
got
him
beat up.
do anything. Yeah.
Like a guy beat him up, and I'm like, okay. So apparently you can only get scratches if a guy punches
but
you in
not
the
if you
face,
get in a car wreck
or if you pull down a building on top of yourself.
With 20 people after you fought off 20 or 40 soldiers. Soldiers?
Sure.
Bad guys.
I don't know. They were also the just murders happening in this movie. They did not. The good guys killed people left and
Good guys
right,
won.
like blowing them up, shooting them in the face, blowing them off in space. Like it was just.
They're setting themselves up for F10. They are
blowing them off
super
in
men.
space.
I think that's what happened. Yeah, they blew them off in space.
That's what she said. So, if you watched last week's episode, which you
You probably did.
didn't.
I mean, we're
But
so
if you
popular.
did, you know that we thumbs up
Oh.
this. So, we're on a scale of 2 thumbs up per human. So, like per Kelly,
So that's
Claire,
6
Amy.
total.
6 total. So, girls,
6
if
thumbs.
we had to give your thumbs for
Hold on, let me take a second.
Yeah, let me put this down.
like Claire, what's your vote?
I'm gonna give it just. It
Two
was fun to
thumbs
watch.
down.
No, it's
Yeah.
in the middle.
Oh, okay.
In the middle,
So,
okay.
does that make a thumb?
Is that half of a thumb?
It's kind of like a shrug, you know what I mean? Like,
She's like me.
Yeah. What do you say, Amy?
I think that if you enjoy Fast and Furious, you're gonna like this movie.
No. I mean, obviously you're open to your
what
own
is her
opinion,
rating?
but
What is her
It
rating?
wasn't even a Fast and the
No.
Furious movie.
Alright, what thumbs do we get it?
If you believe in logic and physics, I'm going to just go ahead and say I one thumb up because if I was flipping
what's your
through the
other thumb
channel,
doing?
my other one's doing. I'm like one thumb.
So that's
I'm,
pretty much
Yeah.
this that equals this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
okay, so I give it just 1 out of 2 thumbs.
Oh, okay. You guys are giving it a lot of credit because, like, I would be like, no thumbs on this side, and then you get half a thumb on this side. So
Okay, so was it unbelievable? Yes, but was it action? Like it was fun to watch? I guess. Would I ever watch it again?
like,
No.
I'm pissed we paid for it.
Yeah, it was $20
For space.
for space scuba
And
space.
Space, no love, nobody died, so confused. I just,
Like, there's so many other things I could have spent $20 on. We could have spent $20. We could
I
have
just want to know
had
how
like
much it cost.
2 pizzas.
2 pizzas, yeah.
We could have bought more booze.
4
more
drinks.
Yeah. We could
For,
have.
just, you would drink for 4.
I don't know. We could have bought lip gloss.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
could
thought
have
it was-
Ubered
yeah.
across town to a bar. Like
we
they
like
could have done
literally.
anything.
I would have lit $20 on fire. Actually, it would have been more interesting
Yeah.
than
Actually, I'll agree with
what
that.
we just saw.
I will say I'm glad we paused it when we did because of the first half I was like, okay,
Okay, it's good.
it was good, but then it just went downhill from there. It was
Yeah.
just
And this concludes our
I just really miss Paul Walker.
oh, all right.
But there is a so R.I.P. for real to Paul Walker.
Mm.
There is a flashback to him at the very end. That's-
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a reference to them because they're all doing their family dinner, and there was one empty table or seat at the table.
But like he's
My car
on his
pulls
way.
He's on his way, and then his car pulls into the driveway.
Yeah.
But that's all you see.
This concludes our episode 2 of
Martinis and Movies,
which we watched F9 in case you weren't paying attention to anything we just talked about. I'm Kelly,
And I'm Claire.
And I'm Amy.
I beat you.
and if you follow me on Neon Park Princess, I would absolutely love it. And also remember to subscribe to our channel
And like.
and like this video. And,
And turn on notifications so you know when we have new videos.
This just incredible content.
You know you love it.
So we'll
We'll see
be
you
back
next time.
for our next review of whatever movie we choose.
Yep.
And
If anybody's watching and you want to suggest a movie, suggest
yeah,
one. Put it in the
suggest one
comments.
comments.
We'll do
That'd
it.
be good.
Please be our
But it has
friends.
to be a movie we want to watch, a movie that none of us have seen.
Right.
So it's
So
one we're all
it is
watching
our
at
first
once.
reaction. So I mean, and there's a lot. Obviously, we've been watching newer movies, but we will watch older movies that none of us have watched. Also,
We probably
so
should. It's probably cheaper that way.
That's fact.
Anyways, cheers.